Hello, third grade, and welcome to our math skill for today. Now, we've been looking at telling time right before a break, and today we're going to be looking at elapsed times and time word problems. So when we are doing elapsed time, we use a T chart. We're going to be doing the odds today, and we'll do the evens on Thursday. So please go ahead, grab your writing tool, and we'll go ahead and get started. Paige finished watching TV at 6:30. Go ahead and circle at 6:30. And we're actually also going to circle finished. If she had been watching for 3 hours, I want you to box 3 hours and 55 minutes. What time was it when she started? We'll underline started. So we are trying to find what time it was when she started. Let's start with a T chart. Now when we go from ending, from the finish time to the start time, we will be subtracting. So from finish to start, we will be subtracting. Our finish time is 6:30. And the time that has elapsed has been 3 hours and 55 minutes. Now we're going to have to count backwards, so grab a different color. And we're going to start with the hours, counting backwards. So 3 hours before 6:30, so that would be 5:30, 4:30, be 3:30. Remember, if we are counting to the start time, we are subtracting. So 3 hours before 6:30 is 3:30. Now we have to count back 55 minutes. We're going to do this by counting by tens. So I'm going to have to count by 10 5 times. So 10 minutes minus 30 be 3:20. Then 10 more minutes be 3:10. Ten more minutes before that would be 3 o'clock. Now so far we've gone 10, 20, 30 minutes, but I need to go 55 minutes before. So let's keep going. 10 minutes before 3 o'clock. So I'm going to have to make this longer. 10 minutes before 3 o'clock would be 2, because we're going to the hour before, 50. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. What's 10 minutes before 2:50? 2:40. Now, last thing we have to do to find the start time is go to the 5 minutes. So we have to go back 5 minutes. What's 5 minutes before 2:40? 2:35. So our start time is 2:35. Go ahead and we'll write that on number 1, 2:35. Now do not erase that, leave it on there. We're going to write number 3 in a different spot, but we're going to use the same T chart. So number 1, we were going from finish to start. Let's read number 3. Grab my red again. Tiffany was helping her mom cook dinner. They finished at 9:20 and had spent 3 hours and 35 minutes cooking. What time did they start? So for this one, we'll do the same thing. We'll make our T chart. I'm gonna box this one off so that I don't get confused. So we'll make our T chart right here. Now we know what we finished at 9:20, and we know how much time elapsed. How much time has passed? Elapsed means passed. We're trying to find our start time. If we go from ending to beginning, that means, yep, we subtract. Go ahead and grab your green. And we have 3 hours and 35 minutes. We're going to start with the hours. Now this one, we can actually join the hours like we did at the top and count back 3 hours. So what time was it 3 hours before 9:20? Well, 9 minus 3 is 6. So it would have been 6:20. Now we need to count back 35 minutes. So I'll first count by tens, going back. 10 minutes before 6:20, 6:10. 10 minutes before 6:10 was 6 o'clock. Now all of my minutes need to add up to 35. Right now they just add up to 20. 10, 20. So I'll count back another 10 minutes. 10 minutes before 6 o'clock. Well, the hour before 6 was 5. And 10 minutes before 60 is 50. So we have 10, 20, 30, and we need 5 more minutes. So 5 minutes before 5:50 is 5:45. That is their start time. So for number 3, write 5:45. Moving on to number 5. You can box this one off because we've already completed that. Amy went to the town carnival. She ended up staying for 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's our elapsed time. Amy left the carnival at 4:55. As that's when she's left, that's the end time. What time did she originally get there, or what was the start time? So once again, we know the end time, but we don't know the start time. Grab your red. We'll make another T chart down here. So we know the end time. We know the elapsed time. Let's go ahead and fill that out. The end time was 4:55. And the elapsed time was 3 hours and 15 minutes. So let's first count back. Oops, sorry. Let's first count back those 3 hours. So 3 hours before 4:55, we're subtracting. When we go to end to beginning, we subtract. That would take us to 1:55 because 4 minus 3 is 1. Now we have to go back 15 minutes, and I'm going to break that into 10 and 5. So what's 10 minutes before 1:55? 1:45. And what's 5 minutes before 1:45? 1:40. So they got there at 1:40. For number 5, right, 1:40. Now number 7, I think will be the last one that we're going to do, number 7. The last one we'll do together. Number 9 you'll be doing on your own. So let's look at number 7. Olivia got out the movie theater at 7:25. So that is the end time. The movie was 3 hours and 40 minutes long. What time did it start? All right, so we'll start the same way we have been. Grab your red. Make another T-chart. We know the end time was 7:25. And the elapsed time was 3 hours and 40 minutes. Grab your green. Always start with the hours. If we are going from end to start, that means we're subtracting along the way. We're going back. All right, 7:25. 7 minus 3 is, oh, I'm doing this the wrong way. This is 3 hours. 7 minus 3 is 4:25. Now we need to go back 40 minutes. Count back by 10 minutes. 10 minutes before 4:25. It's 4:15. 10 minutes before 4:15. It's 4:05. So that's 20. I need to go back 40 minutes. Oops. "10 minutes before 4:05. Well, that means I'm going to the previous hour and 10 back. $4:55. So that's 20, 30, sorry, 10, 20, 30, 40. I need to go back 10 more minutes. And that takes me to 3:45. That was the start time. So for number 7, 3:45. Now number 9 you will do on your own. You have your finish time, your end time, your elapsed time, and you're trying to find the starting time. Once you are finished with this, you can move on to the next activity for today.